It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. That, of course, is Sam Kinison. In my opinion, the greatest comedian that ever lived. I don't care who you are, what generation you're from, new, old, etc. Sam Kinison will be the ultimate comedian. I had an opportunity to see Sam Kinison live in his last HBO taping at the Wiltern Theater back in 1991. Sam Kinison he's just basically indescribable. Just the most fantastic comedian that ever lived. Rock and roll comedian, had the attitude, had the humor, had the following. Yeah, the guy was a fuck up. Sure, he was. But funniest comedian that ever lived is, you know, Sam Kinison passed away back in 1990. I think it was 1992. And I was driving a truck back in 1992, and the news of Sam Kinison came down through the radio. I was driving through Buffalo, New York, and I was listening to the rock station in Buffalo, New York. I can't remember the name of the rock station, but the DJ at the time announced that Sam Kinison had died in a car wreck out near, what is that town out in Arizona? Can't even think of it off the top of my head. But anyway, he was on his way to a show and was hit by a drunk driver, ironically, because Sam Kinison was notable for his exploits in drugs and alcohol. And supposedly at that time, he was newly married to Malika Sori, who, you know, they had been only married for like a week or maybe 2 weeks at the most. And he was out going to perform at Laughlin, Nevada. That's where it was, Laughlin, Nevada. And he got hit head on by a drunk driver, a young guy in a pickup truck. And strangely enough, he died from his, injuries in the accident. And, you know, Sam Kinison, I had the opportunity to see him. I actually had attended his last HBO special called, what was it called? I can't even think of the name of it. I actually have the DVD or the believe it or not, the VHS tape of something like Family Entertainment Hour, and it was very sad for me because Sam Kinison through the 80s, through the mid to late 80s, he was like the voice of hard rock, heavy metal, and comedy, and you know. It was, even though I didn't know the guy, you know, it was sort of a sad loss for me. And, you know, he had that attitude. That was the whole thing. And nobody's had that attitude in comedy or music ever since. Just doesn't exist anymore. That was the end of an era. But there you go. Sam Kinison with Wild Thing. And, you know, the power of that guy to be able to have very notable quote unquote rock stars in his video, from Steve from Richie Sambora to Billy Idol, Stephen Pearcy of Rat, Robin Crosby of Rat was in that, as far as Steven Tyler. I mean, he had a lot of big names, and they were all fans of what Sam did. And that guy, there will never be anybody to rival him. No way. He was just the ultimate. He was the rock star of wait, what am I trying to say here? He was the rock star of comics, I guess. But I'm glad I got a chance to see him. He's just indescribable. Just a funny guy. And nobody had his unadulterated sense of humor since then. I love comedy. I love, watching comedy specials like on Netflix and whatnot. But the closest, I think, of anybody that even comes close to his kind of humor is Doug Stanhope. And even he doesn't reach the bar. But, Sam Kinison, can't say enough about the guy. I don't think I've ever had a comedian made me laugh as much as that guy had. And if you grew up in the 80s and was a fan of Sam Kinison, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, long live Sam Kinison. What a great comedian that guy was. Just absolutely fantastic. But anyway, it's getting late. I'm going to close out the show. It's been a great time. I appreciate everybody who's tuned in to the Classic Metal Show tonight and jumped in the chat room or sent in requests. And, of course, Chris calling in from Rock on the Range in Columbus, Ohio, and, sending us a few interviews, etc. But anyway, even we guys at the Classic Metal Show need a little time off to do something that's kind of fun, and that's exactly what we did tonight. So anyway, thanks for making all the requests that you did, because you kept me busy tonight picking out tunes and all the good stuff you did to me. I want to thank Bob Nalbandian from the Skull Sessions. Go check out his new documentary series. I guess they don't have a official website for it, but it's what is it? It's LA Pioneers. I think it's LA Rock Pioneers. He doesn't even have an official website for it, but regardless of that, it's still good stuff. I think it's LA Rock Scene. So go check it out, Bob Nalbandian. And anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I've had a long day. That's all I can tell you. But anyway, I'm going to leave you with some more Sam Kinison, because I think he's extremely funny. Thanks again for everybody who tuned in. We'll be back next Saturday. Chris will be back. We'll be able to do our normal show and bring you everything that you enjoy about the Classic Metal Show. So let's see here. I'm trying to find something funny to leave you with, because Sam was extremely funny. Let me see here. Here we go. Sam Kinison. I actually have the LA Times article of this story because I lived in LA at the time that this happened. But this is when Sam Kinison wrecked his Corvette and basically abandoned it. I knew one of the comedians who helped him leave the scene of the accident. His name was Dave Roberts, very funny comedian as well. And here's Sam Kinison talking about wrecking his Corvette, Mr. Rev. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to leave you with this, and I'm going to leave you with a tune or two, and we'll be back next Saturday night. So I'm out of here. Thanks for everybody for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. See ya.